If you want to learn how to massively screw up an ERP project, stay tuned to this video. It always helps to learn from real life failure case studies, and we don't need to go far. We just need to go to the UK here to learn from Birmingham City Council what exactly you should not do in your ERP implementation. So a couple years ago, Birmingham City Council decided to replace its SAP system with Oracle Fusion. And the Oracle Fusion implementation was an unmitigated disaster that was one of the contributing factors to the city declaring bankruptcy shortly after the go-live. And the really strange thing about this case study is that the organization knew or should have known that there were major problems that were showstoppers, and they should have never gone live with the software when they did. Grant Thornton was their auditor. They came in and rated the project as red status, meaning it was not ready for go live, and there were severe problems that were facing the organization. For example, they couldn't complete the testing and training cycles because so many errors were coming up early in the test cycle, yet they still decided to go live. The other strange thing is, despite this scathing audit report, the project team and people that were reporting up to the executive steering committee gave the project status green just right before go live. So essentially the team and the suppliers, the system integrators, the vendors were all hiding the fact that the status was red. They had an outside third party in Grant Thornton that declared it was red, yet they were telling the steering committee just days after that report that everything was fine and they were ready for go live. But wait, there's more. In Grant Thornton's audit report, they pointed out several things here that were wrong. They said that there was poor project governance, a lack of ownership among the senior officers, poor business case design, failure to stick to the adopt, not adapt plan, which is a big deal. That meant they were customizing the software when they should have been using the software as it was built out of the box. There was a lack of timely engagement with key users, failure by design authority to control the solution, which was also combined with key officers facing conflicting priorities regarding adherence to budgets, timelines, and the protection of both the council and their own reputations. Now, that last part is really important, especially in government tech sorts of situations. Every organization is political, but none quite as political as a government agency, which is somewhat understandable because they are political animals. But in this case, they wanted to protect their own reputations. And for whatever reason, people throughout the organization and even the third-party software vendors and providers seem to think that a disruptive, failed implementation was going to be less bad or less evil than ruining their own reputation, which I don't fully understand, but it seems to be the case here. They don't talk a lot about it in the article, but Evosys was the system integrator of this implementation. I'm not sure how much culpability they had or how responsible they were for this versus the client themselves, the city council themselves. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is this acceptable? Is this a risk you would have taken? Do you have suggestions on how to overcome this? I'd love to hear your feedback.